Welcome back, student, to our maths class. Today our topic is trigonometric identities and relations. Some very important trigonometric identities we are going to learn today. As you know, our previous exercise 8.3 almost over. So before touching the new exercise, that is exercise 8.4, you must have the knowledge of these identities, because we are going to apply these identities in the next exercise. So here see, the first identity, trigonometric identity, is sine square a plus cos square a equal to 1. This is the first identity. And the second identity, 1 plus cot square a equal to cosec square a. This is the second identity. And the third identity is tan square a plus 1 equal to sec square a. This is the third identity. As you know, in the previous class we already got there are 6 trigonometric ratios: sine, cos, tan, cot, sec and cosec. These are the 6 trigonometric ratios. And identities, you can see here 3 important identities are there. Number 1, sine square a plus cos square a equal to 1. 1 plus cot square a equal to cosec square a. This is the second identity. Third identity, tan square a plus 1 equal to sec square a. This is the third identity. For class 10 level, you need to keep only these 3 identity. But remember, many more trigonometric identities are there, and you are going to get in higher classes, that is in that is in class 11 or class 12 level. So for class 10 level, only these identities and relation is enough, I hope. And see, these 3 identities we can easily keep in your mind. For that, you must have the knowledge of super hexagon. I already explained in the class. So this is the super hexagon. I would like to explain once more. So this is our super hexagon. And what is the thing you need to keep in your mind? You will have to write tan here first, tan. And as you know, the formula for the tan, or the identity for tan a equal to sine by cos. This is the identity. I would like to show you this identity. You need to keep in your mind. Tan a is equal to sine a by cos a. So you can see I have written tan at this point, tan equal to sine by cos. You need to start from here, from this point, tan, then sine, cos here, then reciprocal of sine. As you know, reciprocal of sine is cosec, isn't it? Reciprocal of sine is cosec. So cosec I have written here, just opposite to the sine. Cosec I have written here. And what is the reciprocal of tan? Tan reciprocal is cot, so I have written cot here. And reciprocal of cos, I have written sec here. In the middle of the hexagon, I have written 1, this one. And how can we obtain these identities, 3 identities? It is very simple. I have already mentioned in the diagram about the, you can see here arrow mark, I have written arrow. Let me explain how can we get the identities, these 3 important identities. See, always move from left top to right, then back. See, in this way you can see the arrow here, left top to right, then middle. Okay, so see, sine, this is sine square a. Remember, a represent any acute angle. In place of a, you may get theta, b, c, any letter or symbol. But after writing, suppose sine a represent acute angle. If sine theta is written, then what does theta will represent? Theta also it will represent acute angle. So our first identity, sine square a plus, here plus, sine square a plus cos square a equal to 1. This is our first identity. Now second identity, this is the first identity. Here it is, the first one. Now see, how can we get the second identity? So you need to escape this region, come to this region. See, just I told from left to right, then move down. See, in this way, left to right, then turn in this way. So 1, see here, 1 plus cot square a equal to how much? Cosec square a. Remember 1 plus, see, 1 plus cot square a equal to cosec square a. This is the second identity. See, this is the second identity, 1 plus cot square a equal to cosec square a. Now the third identity, again the same way, we should leave this, no work of this. Move here from left to right. See, let me erase this part so that I can explain. From left to right, then turn in this way. See, so what is the identity? Third identity, tan square a plus 1 equal to cosec square a. In this way, see, tan square a plus 1 equal to how much? Sec square a. This is the identity, the third one. I have written here, tan square a plus 1 equal to sec square a. So this is only 3 basic identities are there in class 10 level, and relation, many more relations, trigonometric ratios in product form. See, first I have written here sine a into cosec a equal to 1. How we got this? It is very simple. See here, sine and cosec, product of these two is always equal to 1. In the same way, product of tan a into cot a equal to how much? Equal to 1. Third one, product of sec a into cosec a equal to how much? 1. So see, I have written all the identities here. Sin a into cosec a equal to 1, cos a into sec a equal to 1, tan a equal to cot a equal to 1. Now see, on transferring any one variable, on transferring any one trigonometric ratios to other side, suppose from this relation, from this equation, we are transferring this cosec a to that side. So see, sin a value, it will become how much? 1 by cosec a. And in the same way, if you transfer sin a to that side, you will get the value of cosec a, 1 by sin a. In this way, you can obtain this relation. Cosec a equal to 1 by sec a, and sec a equal to 1 by cos a, tan a equal to 1 by cot a, and cot a equal to 1 by tan a. So these are the relations or the identities, and 2 more extra identities are there. You will have to keep in your mind. Tan a is always equal to sin a by cos a, and cot a is equal to cos a by sin a. So these three identities are very important. You must have knowledge of this, otherwise you won't be able to solve the sums of next exercise. So I would like to remind you, this is our first identity, and this is our second identity, and this is our third identities. And you can derive from these 3 identities, we can derive the value of, see, from this identity you can derive the value of sin a. How? Just by transferring cos a to this side. So sin square a value, it will become how much? 1 minus cosec square a. So here see, I already derived, this is the main identity, and from this identity we obtain the value of sin a. Sin a value how much? 1 and 1 minus cos a whole thing under root. Cos a value, from the same identity we obtain 1 minus sin square a whole thing under root. In the same way, you can obtain the value of tan a or sec a from this identity. So hope you are going to by heart all these identities, and remember, it is very important for the next exercise.